Sa kabila ng pag-iisip ko, muntik na ako mawala ng kontrol at hindi makabig ang manibela paliko nang mahagip ng paningin ko ang eksenang nangyayari ngayon sa tablet na nakalagay sa shotgun seat. It's a CCTV camera connected to the room na pinaglalagyan ko sa kanya so I can watch her 24/7. I'm talking about my prisoner. Yes, my prisoner. I imprisoned her because her father eloped after stealing the company's important data. He left without a trace. That's why I did such lengths making his daughter as bait to show himself off. But I think this will be hard. This woman complicates everything. Pinag-iinit niya ang ulo ko, pati na rin sa ibaba, and it frustrates me. Napahigpit ang hawak ko sa manibela at diniinan ng apak sa preno nang muntik ko nang hindi mapansin ang sasakyang paliko sa kabilang direksyon. Kung nagkataon ay nahagip ko ito, I immediately dialed Aling Berta's number at pinakiusapang ihatid ito sa kwarto nito. Tumalima naman agad ang kasambahay. Pabaling-baling ang paningin ko sa daan at sa babaeng kakalabas lang sa banyo. La Arnie. Her name sounds so sweet whenever I hear it. Para akong nagbilanggo ng tuta dahil sa liit ng mukha nito. Kung susukatin sigurong mukha nito gamit ang kamay ko, siguradong may parte nito na hindi nito maukupa. Pero isa siyang delikadong tuta, mapanlin lang. She's so smart. Sa loob ng 2 linggo kong pagbilanggo sa kanya sa mansyon, parang alam niya na may nilagay akong mga kamera doon at kung saan nakatago ang mga yon sa bawat sulok. She did all naughty things which made me curse every time. Pagkatapos ko siyang ibilanggo roon, I stayed at my condo. Then let my men guard her in the mansion since there. Mas panatag ako. The security is trustworthy and high-tech. Hindi ito basta-basta makakalabas roon. Tinungo nito ang pintuan at tanging ulo lang ang idinungaw. When Aling Berta knocked at the door to hand her the phone at tumango naman ito rito. Kalmante itong naglakad patungo sa vanity mirror bago itinapat ang cellphone sa tenga. What do you think you're doing, woman? Tumikhim ako para pakalmahin ang sarili bago kalmadong tinanong iyon rito. As much as I wanted to curse out loud, I maintained my composure. Hindi man lang ito nag-abalang sagutin ako habang inaabot ang tuwalya. Mas nadepe na pang matatayog nitong hinaharap na ikinalunok ko. She's doing it on purpose. Her wicked ways that made me miserable for a couple of days. Put your clothes on. I firmly said, yet I only got a smirk for a response. Huwag mo akong utusan, mister. I'm not your slave, she said while putting lotion on her bare skin in front of the mirror, kung saan lihim na nakatagong isang kamera doon. She's massaging it in front of the camera. She's like a lost Eva in the woods, naked and raw, the ultimate temptation that is covered with lilacs of forbidden scent. My crotch hardened more because of that thought, reminiscing the first time I inhaled her scent when I asked my men to kidnap her. She's sleeping like a baby while she's in my arms, lying unconscious as I put her in the room. Her scent is so addictive that I realized too late. I've been sniffing her neck for minutes. I stopped the car in the parking lot. Sweats are building at my forehead as heat consumes me. Niluwagan ko ang necktie nang parang pangapusan ako ng hininga. I'm aware of how rugged my breathing is right now, but I care less. I need to let this out before I go insane. Heat filled my consciousness when La Arnie suddenly sat at the edge of the bed, still facing the vanity mirror. With her hungry and burning stares, she spread her legs wide. That made me curse. Kainis. A curse slipped from my lips. My thoughts are killing me. It's running too wild that any moment soon I might lose my sanity. See, mister, are you still not going to see me now? Or you'll suffer? May paghahamon nitong sabi, pero baka sa mukha nito natupok na ito sa apoy ng pagnanasa. Her eyes are begging yet she's fighting the urge to mention it. Her whole face is flushed, and it indicates how turned on she is. And she's about to do something. I immediately stop her. Kainis, don't be selfish. Wait for me. I'll be right there quick. Let me do that for you. I saw her nod. Muli kong binuhay ang makina, then hurriedly maneuvered the car to the mansion. La Arnie's POV. Runway is where my adrenaline rush. It makes me nervous, yet excites me at the same time. Pero ibang sitwasyon ngayon. Ibang dahilan ng kabakot pagkasabik. Sa lahat ng ginawa kong pang-aakit sa kanya, Sa loob ng 2 linggong pagkulong niya sa akin rito, wala itong naging reaksyon. Muntik na akong manliit sa sarili ko dahil ilang beses nang sumagi sa isip ko na baka wala talaga akong appeal sa kanya. Boys drool over me as they watch me wearing bikinis on photo shoots and widen their eyes while adoring how I ramped on runways. But he's different. Leandro is not one of those boys. Hindi siya gaya ng iba na harap-harapang nagpapakita ng interes at tunay na nararamdaman. I built such self-esteem for him to notice me, but I almost sulk when I see no trace of response from him. Kaya ikinagulat ko nang kumagat ito sa pang-aakit ko sa kanya. Nung una gusto ko lang naman natudyuhin siya at tingnan kung hanggang saan naabot ang kanyang pagpipigil. Mostly I walk with just my Andes inside the room. Hindi naman ako nag-aalala na baka sakaling masilipan o makita ng iba na nakaganon lang ako. Dahil kumakatok naman ang kasambahay bago nito buksan ng pinto mula sa labas. But Leandro is too stiff. It seems like I'm dealing with a stone. 2 linggo na ganun palagi ang ginagawa ko. Pero wala man lang itong epekto rito. Kaya nang matapos akong maligo, hindi na ako nag-abala pang magsuot ng kahit na ano. Total wala naman akong epekto sa kanya. But when I heard knocks from the door, and Aling Berta handed me the phone, telling me that Leandro wants to talk to me, medyo nabuhayan ako ng loob at nakumpirma ko yon when I heard his voice. It's firm yet I can sense that there's another emotion in it. Is he turned on? May epekto ba ang kahubaran ko sa kanya? Base sa lalim ng paghinga nito, hindi malayong tama ako ng hinala. Finally, he gave in. Di hindi niya rin natiis ang alindog ko. I let all my inhibitions leave me. Hindi lingid sa kaalaman ko na may inilagay siyang mga kamera na nakatago dito sa kwarto. Isa na roon ang kamerang nakatago sa ilalim ng salamin. Ang sarap ng malalim na paghinga nito sa pandinig ko. Ang pasimple nitong pagpigil na umungol ang nakadagdag ng init na lumulukob sa sistema ko ngayon. Magpapaalipin na sana ako sa sensasyon nang magsabi itong pupunta. Hindi ko inaasahan yun dahil ang akala ko manunood lang ito. Pero mukhang napigtas ko talaga yata lahat ng pagtitimpi nito. I felt the excitement of finally having a taste of being pleased by him. I anticipated that he'll arrive an hour after that call. Pero 5 minutes pa lang, I heard the screeching of the wheel being parked on the parking lot. Real quick indeed. This may sound crazy but I don't feel afraid that I'm being imprisoned here since he provided me with everything. Hindi ko naramdaman na nasa panganib ako at baka kapag hindi niya makita si Papa at mapasuko ay may mangyayaring masama sa akin. Those thoughts didn't cross my mind even for once. Hindi man ako nakakalabas sa mansyon, but the room itself is enough to make me feel like I am on a vacation. Kompleto lahat. There's even maids who served my food at the right time. Sa katunayan, close ko na sila lahat. Ang mga tauhan lang na lalaki ni Leandro Montevista ang hindi. They trained to protect, kaya ang babagsik tingnan. Leandro Montevista, a business magnate, eligible bachelor in town, and aside from that, a face that's worth to drool for. Mula nang pumalit ito sa pwesto ng kanyang lolo, mas tumunog pang pangalan nito. Laging laman ng Bachelor's Magazine na dinudumog agad kahit sa unang araw pa lang ng paglabas niyon sa market. He still got his cold aura and intimidating appeal. Yet still a lot of women fantasize him. I'm not even an exemption. Papa is his trusted secretary dahil itong inatasan ng lolo niya at dahil na rin lalaki daw ang gusto niyang sekretarya. Pag babae daw kasi she may become clingy to him. Who wouldn't be? Seeing a Leandro Montevista in person is already a huge boost. How much more if you became his secretary, given the fact that you'll be the one he will call anytime for whatever he needs to know and do. Di naglulupasay ka na nun. Lalo pat magtatanong ito sa'yo about sa schedules niya for the day and he'll stare at you directly. At mararamdaman mo na lang na biglang parang nag-slow mo ang lahat ng nakapaligid sa'yo. Para lang hindi matapos ang sandaling magkahugpong ang mata ninyong dalawa. Being clingy is just an understatement for that matter. Nagmadali akong nagbihis ng silky nightgown nang makarinig ako ng mga yabag papunta sa aking silid. Halos mabundol pang tuhod ko sa gilid ng kama nang madalian akong sumampa sa kama para magkunwaring tulog. Sinikap kong maging pantay ang paghinga at hindi pagalawin ang talukap ng aking mga mata para hindi nito mahalata na nagkukunwari lang ako. My senses are working sharply. Marahang bumukas ang pintuan at ilang minuto pang lumipas bago ko narinig na marahan itong inilapat pa sarang pinto at saka naglakad papunta sa gawi ko. Hearing his footsteps slowly approaching me, para akong mabibingi sa lakas ng tibok ng puso ko, I tightened my grip on the blanket when seconds later, I felt a blow of air at the back of my ear. It sent chills in me that made me shiver. Nanayo yata lahat ng balahibo ko sa likod ng tenga at maging sa may bandang batok ko dahil sa ginawa nito. Walang salitang unti-unti nitong inilihis ang kumot na nakabalot sa akin. Dama ko ang init ng katawan nito pero hindi pa rin ako dumilat. I must act naturally. Hinawak-hawakan niyang mga hita ko, not minding the silky nightgown I'm wearing. Nilihis iyon pataas hanggang sa maramdaman kong kitang-kita na nitong ibaba ko dahil sa paulit-ulit na ginawa nitong pagtaas-baba sa paghaplos sa mga hita ko. Naramdaman kong hininga niya at ang paglapat ng labi nito sa may bandang leeg ko. Planting small kisses there, munti ko nang mapakawala ng pagsinghap. When his hand traveled to the B part between my legs, which is nakakahiyamang aminin, but it's throbbing even more, anticipating for his next move. Itinihaya niya ako ng dahan-dahan at ibinuka ng malaking mga hita ko. Gusto ko na sanang tumutol, but I don't want to ruin the act. I know you're awake, woman. Open your eyes to see how I'll eat yours. His husky voice tickled my eardrum as he whispered it to me, then bit my earlobe. Still, I insisted not to open my eyes, pero maya-maya lang napasinghap ako nang maramdaman kong may malamig na bagay na inilagay. Naimulat ko ang mga mata para malaman kung ano yon. Sumalubong sa akin ang mata nitong puno ng pagnanasa. Right at his left hand, he's holding a bottle of wine, and beside the bed, there's a mini table where a plate full of ice cubes is being put. He smirked as my lips parted more, nang mas inilapat nito ang ice na inilapit nito sa sentro ko kanina. Ang lamig pero ang sarap sa pakiramdam. You're widely awake now, right? Now, let me sip all this juice, he said as he positioned. Halatang binibitin niya ako. I became impatient and was about to push his head more, but he's quick to stop my hands. Patience, woman. Patience. This is your punishment for what you did earlier. Now tighten your grip more on the bed. Remember, no touch. Sa kabila ng init na lumukob sa sistema ko, hindi ko maiwasang malito sa sinabi nito. Paano ko siya hindi mahahawakan when it's going to do it? Itinaas niya ang nightgown ko. I'm not wearing anything under it. Easy access, right? Matagal ko na kasing pinapantasyahan na maangkin ako ng isang Leandro Montevista. He's the reason behind my dreams. Sa mga taon na nagdaan pagkatapos ng huling bisita ko sa kanila, naliwanagan ako sa nangyari sa loob ng kwarto ng araw na yon. It's last, and now's the chance to make my dream come true. I flinched as liquid started to run over my body. Oh, what have you done, mister? No questions, woman. Sabi nito habang binubuhusan ng katawan ko ng wine. Starting from my neck, he put ice cubes on the said parts. Magkahalong init ang lamig ang ginagawa nito sa akin ngayon. Pero mas nangingibabaw ang pagnanasang nararamdaman ko. I found myself waiting for what he's gonna do next. He looked at me straight from the eye, while his right hand was holding an ice cube. Behave. He licked the spilled wine on my neck, expertly, biting my skin gently down to the alley of my front. Leandro. Say my name again. Leandro. More. I'm loving the pleasure. He's enjoying playing with my emotion right now because he knows that I can't do anything. Damn that no-touch rule. He stopped and stared at me. You've been waiting for this, woman. Remember, no touch. Napahawak ako sa headboard ng kama. I want him more. He's loving the reaction that I'm wanting more from him. Halatang sinasagad nito ang pasensya ko. Hindi ako mapakali sa higaan. I want to hold his head, but he won't allow me. Kaya imbis na suwayin pa ito, I gripped my hands at the headboard to refrain myself on touching him. Halos panawan ako ng ulirat ng binilisan nito. A little bit more and I'll explode. But he doesn't stop. Confusion invades me. But what made me boil inside is the look on his face. He's like mocking me because of my reaction. Oh my gosh, why did you stop? Not so fast, woman. I'm here to punish you. Not the other way around. Wash up. You're wet all over. Sabi nito habang pinupulot ang pantalon at damit nitong basta lang siguro nitong hinubad kanina at sinuot ang mga yun pabalik. Nang matapos ay kinuha nitong bote ng wine at pati na rin ang platong pinaglalagyan ng ice cubes kanina. then exited the room na parang wala lang nangyari. Hawang ang labi kong hindi makapaniwala sa nangyari. What the heck, Mr. Montevista?